most of you know, this is a day that's filled with a lot of suspense, excitement, occasionally a little sadness, but usually lots and lots of happiness. And because of that, I think it's a real wonderful celebration for all of us. You've worked hard over these past years, and it's really neat to see the fruits of your labor. So it's a great day. As you probably know, we have a live stream today of our ceremony with the World Wide Web from not only here, but also our campus at St. Joseph's Hospital and Medical Center in Phoenix, where for the first time, we will be joined by our fourth-year medical student colleagues for a match day ceremony. So we're very, very excited about that. And I want to also make sure that we thank all of the family members and friends who are here to support our students. I know our students think very highly of you and are very thankful for all the sacrifices that you've made over the past years of their education. So at this point in time, if we could give a warm welcome to our Dean of the Medical School, Dr. Bo Dunley.
Well, I just want to welcome everybody here this morning. Finally, 4 long years of work, and the day has arrived. I want to thank all the parents and spouses and other relatives for sharing your loved one with us for the last few years, and I'll have more to say about that at the hooding. This is a very exciting day, and most of you are going to be very, very thrilled when you open your envelope, but I want to address some comments to people who might feel a sense of disappointment that their expectations are not met. And, I'm almost 60 and have known some disappointments over the years, but I'm going to tell you how life really is. Even if you don't match in a place that was your first choice, or if you're feeling somewhat disappointed, I just have to tell you that I want you to realize that God has blessed you with this vocation of medicine, and your career is going to open doors for you in people's lives as you serve them in ways that you cannot possibly comprehend today. And that is a gift from God, and we should always be grateful for that. We should be very zealous in how we approach that gift and always make sure we do the best we can for other people. So even if you're disappointed a little bit today in how you end up, in the big picture, your lives are going to be fantastic. So I congratulate you on your accomplishments. I would tell you, and I'll say more about this at hooding, this is just the start. We have great expectations for you and what you're going to do for people in the years to come. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Dunley. At this point in time, we'd like to start the ceremony with invocation from Marcia Cusick, who's our chaplain for the School of Medicine. And if Marcia, you could please come up and say some wonderful words, we would appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Dr. Kavan. I know I can't believe it's match day for you already. I said that to the second-year students. I said, blink your eyes and you'll be at match day. So, another huge day in your life, and so it is fitting that we begin with prayer. Let us pray. Gracious God, we are a people empowered by your love. As the students today complete the residency match as a part of their life's journey, may there be peace and trust within. We humbly ask you to continue to bless our students as they embrace life with all its challenges, its opportunities, and its joy. This in God's name we pray. Amen.
Speaking of a gift from God, right there, huh? Thanks, Marcia. Appreciate it. Well, as you know, this was a difficult year, again, nationally for the match. Lots of students remain unmatched nationally, and I just hope that you keep them in your thoughts and prayers and such. Creighton did really well this year. I know I probably say this every year about how impressed I am, but this year I'm honestly telling the truth, okay? I got the list, yesterday morning at 7, and I start looking over them. I'm going, wow, holy crap, wow. You're going to be impressed. This is pretty cool. So congratulations to you all. We were able to match 95% of our students into their specialty of choice, which I think is really, really cool. And even now, it still gives me goosebumps at how well you did, so congratulations. Let me just real briefly explain how we're going to go about this. I'm going to draw 2 envelopes randomly from the box back here. Your class president, Steve Marcoux, will read the names of the first student, and then is going to ask a student to come up on deck and be waiting on the side just to make sure it flows quickly and everything else. We're going to do that for 13 students up here. Then we're going to feed it down to Phoenix, where Phoenix will name 5 students like that, okay? And so it's going to be going back and forth like that throughout the ceremony. My understanding is that Phoenix can always see and hear us. Once things happen here, and my understanding is we'll be able to hear Phoenix, but most likely won't be able to see them, which is unfortunate. There's a technical something or other. Be assured that both campuses will be seen on the World Wide Web, so that is working. But apparently there's some problem between Creighton and St. Joe's Hospital here. So, but like I said, Dr. Garcia will be drawing names in Phoenix as the Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, and Drew Kaiser will be reading those names, so we'll just be going back and forth. When you get called, if you can come up in a timely way, as quickly as possible, again, that keeps the flow going well, and I appreciate that a lot. So without further delay, we're going to mix up the box here, and the first names will be announced. And I think, are people giving money, Steve? Is that right? Depositing $1, okay. And the last person, is that what it is? Last person gets the pot, but has to buy drinks for everybody. So I think that's a net loss, as I understand it, but I don't know. So we'll see. All right, let's start, Steve.
He's doing a good job.
I'm trying.
All right, first up here, Joy Chaput. On deck, Jennifer Correa.
So I'm matching in Pediatrics at Children's Mercy in Kansas City.
Next up, Jennifer Correa. On deck, Jordan Crow.
And next year I'll be at Maricopa for surgery.
Next up, Jordan Crow. On deck, Peter Braca.
All right, I matched into OB-GYN at Example St. Joseph's in Denver, Colorado. Woo!
Next up, Peter Braca. On deck, Melanie Miller.
I'm going into ophthalmology at Indiana with a prelim at Creighton.
Next up is Melanie Miller. On deck, Marcus Middlestead.
I will be going into internal medicine at Creighton University.
Next up, Marcus Middlestead. On deck, Michael Mandrell.
Going into orthopedic surgery at the University of Minnesota.
Next up, Michael Mandrell. On deck, Drew Moss.
I'm going to University of New Mexico.
Next up, Drew Moss. On deck, Nicholas Mancuso.
I'm doing family medicine at La Crosse Mayo in Wisconsin.
Next up is Nicholas Mancuso. Wait 1 second. On deck is myself. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've had a cold this week, so I sound like an extra from The Sopranos. So I'll be doing internal medicine at University of Iowa. Yeah! All right!
That's really hard to beat. So I'm up next. On deck is Timothy Smith. All right. Let's see here. It's going to be a big surprise. I'll be going into psychiatry. I'll be at San Antonio Military Medical Center, San Antonio.
I need to ask, how many has that been? I lost track.
Oh gosh, probably at least 10.
And let's check with our tech folks. How many has we gone through, Chuck? I'm putting the blame on you, okay?
It's got to be.
Okay.
How many pins do we have there, Chloe? You got 10. Okay, perfect. Next up, Timothy Smith. We get on deck here. On deck, Carrie Cusack.
Trying to draw that out. All right, I'm going to internal medicine, University of New Mexico.
These will be the last two. Sure.
Next up is Carrie Cusack. On deck, Kelly Ryder.
Hey, Peoria people. All right, let's see. For my TY year, I'm going to Resurrection in Chicago. And for my radiology, I'm going to South Carolina. Woo!
We could do that one, then we'll do the last two, okay?
Sounds good. Next up, we have Kelly Ryder.
Luke and I will be living in Sioux City with Daddy next year.
So we're going to be flipping over to Phoenix here, but the two that need to be ready on deck here, Katrina Johnson and Ariel Postone.
And then can you just say, and now we'll go to Phoenix.
And now we'll go ahead and go to Phoenix. Take it away, Drew.
All right, I hope everyone can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Dr. Kavan, nod if you can hear me in Omaha. And you guys can't see us? It's too bad, because we're poolside right now. Sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. All right, let's show them how we do it in Phoenix. Ready? First up, Timur McCarthy. On deck, Megan Hamry.
All right. I am doing orthopedic surgery at Emory in Atlanta.
Next up is Megan Hamry. On deck, we have Amanda Reese.
I'm doing anesthesiology at Mayo Rochester.
This is exciting. Next up is Amanda Reese. On deck, Peter Wynn.
All right, so I'm going into psychiatry. And I will be going to the University of California, San Diego.
All right, up next we have Peter Wynn. On deck, Ian Steele.
Just want to say a quick shout out and thank you to my family, my mom, dad, sister, and especially my grandmother who are watching from home. Thank you for all your love and support. I will be going into internal medicine at Banner Good Samaritan.
All right, last but not least for our first round in Phoenix is Ian Steele.
I'm going into psychiatry at Harvard Longwood.
All right, I'm not going to call who's next. We're going to keep it exciting down here in Phoenix. So, back to you, Steve.
My mom is smiling down right now because I am a master's in anesthesiology at the University of Nebraska. Thank you, Jesus.
Next up is Ariel Postone. On deck is Lin Hong.
Okay. I match at Chestnut Hill in Pennsylvania in family medicine.
Up next is Lin Hong. On deck, Logan Helland.
I'm doing pediatrics at University of Iowa.
Up next is Logan Helland. On deck, Brianna Scott.
going into neurosurgery at University of Iowa.
Next up is Brianna Scott. On deck, Eric Franson.
I want to thank all my family for all their support. I'm going into pediatrics at Duke University.
Up next is Eric Franson. Oh my gosh. On deck. You gotta get on deck. On deck is Cameron Gaffrey.
All right. Hi to everyone watching at home. And for the Zag fans, the slipper still fits. Next year, we'll be going to pediatrics at Oregon Health Science University.
Up next is Cameron Gaffrey. On deck, Salima Hasham.
I have a feeling the state where everything's bigger. I'm going to urology at University of Texas, Galveston.
Up next is Salima Hasham. On deck, John McCorney.
So I brought my adorable little sister. Hi. And I want to say hi to Haas in Phoenix. Good luck. I love you. And thank you to all my family. I love everybody. So I am going to do surgery at Maricopa in Phoenix. Woo! Good luck, Haas.
Up next is John McCorney. On deck, Francesca Mazzula.
All right, I'm doing emergency medicine at the Medical College of Wisconsin.
Up next is Francesca Mazzula. On deck, Timothy Fuller.
I'm doing internal medicine at University of Minnesota.
Up next, Timothy Fuller. On deck, Rob McMillan.
I matched into emergency medicine. And forgive me, I promised I'd Snapchat this. Okay. And I matched at University of Utah. Thank you.
Up next is Rob McMillan. On deck, Katie Cusack.
I'll be going into general surgery at Medical College of Wisconsin.
Up next, we have Katie Cusack, and then we'll head to Phoenix. We'll get to see you.
Hey, Mom and Dad and family, love you. This is my boyfriend, Wally.
Hi, everybody. Really proud of Kate.
All right. I'm going into radiology at University of Wisconsin. And I'm doing my TY in Chicago.
I think we're back on. Can you hear us in Omaha again? Yes? All right, sorry, we had batteries die. And I'm up, Andrew Kaiser. On deck is Tyson Hickel. I'm going to emergency medicine. University of Arizona, Tucson South Campus. All right. Next up is Tyson Hickel, and on deck. Jiten Patel.
All right, so I'm Tyson Hickel, and I will be doing my preliminary year at the Medical College of Wisconsin. Like to give a special shout out to a certain someone who helped me through this process, and to my family and friends. Going to OB-GYN at University of Oklahoma in Tulsa.
All right, next up we have Daniel Mistro. And then on deck, V-Win.
General Surgery, St. Joseph's, Arizona.
All right, and last for this round, V-Win.
Hey everybody, I want to thank you, all my family, friends, and all the faculty member who's helpful for me. And I'll be matching psychiatry at UC Irvine, Orange County. Woo!
All right, we'll send it back to Omaha, Steve.
Thank you, Drew. All right, I think we've had Chris wait long enough here. Next up is Chris Okuosa, and on deck, Michael Josie.
All right. I want to say hello to my family back home. Hi, Mom. And Sean, I hope you eat your vegetables. Oh, my God. General surgery at Creighton University.
Next up we have Michael Josie. On deck, Heather Berrigan.
I almost said just wait. That's what
This is my wife Hillary, my daughter Mila, and I will be going into psychiatry at the University of Minnesota.
Up next is Heather Berrigan. On deck, Alexander Cranwell.
Just want to give a shout out to my mom. My sister Natalie's here, and then my dad and sister Melissa at home. They've helped a lot. I'm going into pediatrics. Next year, I'll be at Cardinal Glennon, St. Louis University in Missouri.
Next up is Alexander Cranwell. And on deck, Peter Eggert.
Okay, so I'm Alexander. I'm going into surgery at the University of Rochester.
Up next is Peter Eggert. On deck, Lindsay Ferguson.
Hi, my name's Peter. This is my wife, Kate. Let's see, I'm going into orthopedics at Medical College of Wisconsin.
Next up is Lindsay Ferguson. And then we have a couples match. Jake Bartonek McDowell and Caitlin Fuqua.
All right. I'm Lindsay Ferguson. I'm going into obstetrics and gynecology at UC Davis in Sacramento.
Up next is Jake Bartonek McDowell and Caitlin Fuqua. I had to say it all, Jake. On deck is Sarah Grauman.
Hi, everybody. I'd like to give a quick shout out to the mom and grandparents for making it.
And my mom, and hi to everyone watching at home.
So I'm going into anesthesiology at Wash U in St. Louis.
And I'm emergency medicine.
Up next is Sarah Grauman. On deck, Sarah Bly.
I'm going into family medicine at Creighton University.
Up next is Sarah Bly. On deck, Stephanie Ng.
My name is Sarah. This is my fiance, Randy. I am going into pediatrics in Charleston at FUSC.
Up next is Stephanie Ng. On deck, Regan Sipe.
I want to say hi to everyone back home. I will be going into general surgery at Lehigh Valley Hospital in Pennsylvania.
Up next, Regan Sipe. On deck, Allison Sweeney.
Just wanted to say hi to my sister Britta and family in Canada. I'm going into internal medicine at the Mayo School of Medicine, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Up next, Allison Sweeney. On deck, David Stordahl.
Thank you. I'm Allison. This is my fiance, Corey. Thanks to all my friends and family. I'm going into pediatrics at Colorado.
Up next is David Stordahl. And the on decks will be after Phoenix.
All right, want to say hi to everyone watching. We are going into anesthesiology. With medicine prelim in Billings, and then it's anesthesia at Mayo in Rochester, Minnesota.
All right, the next two are going to be on deck before we go to Phoenix. Ryan Tade and Monica Chu. You guys want to come up here? Take it away, Drew.
All right, Phoenix. Let's keep it going with Dylan Cottle. On deck. On deck, John Franco.
Okay. So I'm going into psychiatry, at least I hope, at Harvard Longwood.
All right, up next is Big John Franco. On deck, Kareen Liu.
Hello, everyone. I'm John. This is my wife, Hallie. Thanks, Mom and Dad, Kim and Ann, for coming down. Kathleen and Matt watching online, and Nanu. All right. So I will be doing a preliminary year at Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. And we match physical medicine and rehabilitation at Mayo Rochester.
I'm gonna make you wait. Up next, Kareen Liu. On deck, Nick Matthews.
I'm Karina, and this is my fiance, Brandon, and I will be doing pediatrics at Phoenix Children's Hospital.
All right, up next is Nicholas Matthews. On deck, Hasnain Hasham.
So I'm doing a surgical prelim here at St. Joe's, followed by radiology at St. Joe's.
All right, up next in our final down in Phoenix is Hasnain Hasham.
I'm going into radiology. I'll be doing my transitional year at Tucson Hospitals in Tucson, Arizona, and doing radiology at University of Kansas in Kansas City.
All right, and now we'll send it back to Omaha.
Up next is Ryan Tade. On deck, Monica Chu.
I want to say hi to Mom and Dad back home. I'm going into radiology, transitional year at Emory, and radiology at Emory University.
Up next is Monica Chu. On deck, Jennifer Cuestas.
I know it's taken me a while to get here, so I just wanted to say thank you to my friends and family that can't be here for being so patient and supportive. I'm going to obstetrics and gynecology at St. John's University or St. John's Hospital in Detroit, Michigan.
Up next is Jennifer Cuestas. On deck, Jessica Canning.
So I'm going into Pete's. This is my friend Heather. Hello. Yes. I'm going to Miami Children's in Florida.
Up next is Jessica Canning. On deck, Ashley Hussaby.
I'll say hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Doris. I'm going to neurology at Oregon Health and Science University.
Up next is Ashley Hussaby. On deck, Jessica Veach.
Internal medicine at Hennepin County Medical Center, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Up next, Jessica Veach. On deck, Shelby Takashita.
I am going into general surgery at San Joaquin General Hospital in Stockton.
Up next is Shelby Takashita. On deck, Sari Takamoto.
I'm going to family medicine at David Grant Medical Center in California.
Up next is Sarah Takamoto. On deck, Edward Krychek.
I'm going into obstetrics and gynecology, and I'll be going to St. Joe's Hospital in Denver, Colorado.
Up next is Eddie Krychek. On deck, Thomas Knowles.
This is my wife, Mary. I'd like to say hi to everyone in California watching. I'm going into internal medicine at Mayo Rochester.
Up next is Tom Knowles. On deck, Stephen Krager.
Thanks, Steve. I would have split that money with you. I'm going to Gen Surge at Oregon Health Sciences University.
Up next is Stephen Krager. On deck, Ryan Hole.
Hi, everyone at home. I'm going into pediatrics with my new family, which includes a new addition, at UC Irvine Medical Center.
All right, up next is Ryan Hole.
This is my fiance Kayla. Hi to all our family and friends watching. Be going into orthopedic surgery at the University of Minnesota.
We have two on deck. We're going to go to Phoenix next. The two that are going to be on deck, Thomas Kiner and Ryan Trowbridge. You guys want to come up here? Drew, take it away.
Okay, we will continue down here. Up next in Phoenix is Christina Kazeni. And on deck, Big Tim Sitton.
All right, I'm doing general surgery. You can hear me. At Jackson Memorial in Miami.
Oh, no, please go ahead. This way. This is fun. All right, up next, Tim Sitton. On deck, Mario Mitkoff.
Hey, everybody. First off, I want to say thank you very much to all my friends and family, one who are watching and those who can't be with us here today. So I'm going to be going into anesthesia. I'm doing it at University of Michigan.
Thanks to all the clerkship directors, especially Dr. Kaplan and Dr. Harder for helping me. Dermatology, Mayo, Jacksonville.
All right. Up next, Kylie Dixon. And then on deck, Stacy Shepard.
For the people in Omaha, I'm not crying. And I'm going to wave to my nephews watching on the internet. I'm doing emergency medicine at Resurrection Medical Center in Illinois.
And up next, in our last one for this round in Phoenix, Stacy Shepard.
Hi, I'm doing emergency medicine at Wake Forest in North Carolina.
All right, now back to Omaha.
All right, up next is Tom Kiner. On deck, Ryan Trowbridge.
I'd like to thank my mom, dad, and family for their support and guidance over the years. It's been a long road, but General Surgery, Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth, Virginia.
Up next, Ryan Trowbridge. On deck, Damian Olson.
So I'm doing prelim medicine at Brigham and Women's Hospital and dermatology at Massachusetts General Hospital, Harvard combined.
Up next, Damian Olson. On deck, Christian Gonzalez.
This is my wife, Celeste. I'm going into OBGYN at Mercy Hospital, St. Louis.
Up next, Christian Gonzalez. On deck, Danny Lambrick.
I just want to say hi to my mom. I know she's watching. Hola, mami. So I'm going into pediatrics at the at the University of Missouri in Columbia.
Up next, Danny Lambrick. On deck, Mary Wollermont.
So my name's Danny. This is my wife, Cammie. She told me I couldn't say anything funny. All right, I matched into medicine pediatrics. I'll be going to the University of Missouri, Kansas City.
Up next, Mary Wollermont. On deck, Justin Otis.
Hi. Say hi to my family and friends watching. I'm going to emergency medicine at the University of Virginia.
Up next, Justin Otis. On deck, Heather Dalton.
Thank you, sir. I'm Justin. This is Laura, who will be my wife in a week. And we are going to, I'm doing psychiatry at the University of Arizona South Campus in Tucson.
Up next, Heather Dalton. On deck, Michael Potter.
Hi, I'm short. I'm Heather. I'm going into family medicine at Travis Air Force Base in California.
Up next, Michael Potter. On deck, John Hollowed.
I'm Mike. This is my wife, Jenna. I can't open it. There we go. I'm going into anesthesia, the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Up next, John Hollowed. On deck, Christina Caruso.
Hi there. John, I'm going into internal medicine. This is my fiance, Cherish.
And we want to thank everyone in Washington and California and Minnesota.
I want to thank my family for believing in me, and Cherish here for being right there with me through all of this.
Woo.
UCLA, all of you.
Up next, Christina Caruso. On deck, Anna Worley.
Hi, I'm Christina. I'm going into peds. And I'm going to North Shore LIJ.
Up next, Anna Worley. On deck, Tony Lynn.
I'm Anna. This is my husband, Michael. I want to thank my parents and, of course, Michael and all of my family. Going into family medicine. And I'll keep the streak alive. I'll be at Creighton for another 3 years.
Up next, Tony Lynn. On deck, Catherine Cameron.
Hi, everybody. This is the Lynn crew. Krista and Lily couldn't have done it without them. I'm going into anesthesia at Medical College of Wisconsin.
Up next, Catherine Cameron.
I'm going into surgery at the University of North Dakota.
All right, the two on deck before we go to Phoenix. All right. We've got Jamil Nemi and a couples match, Jennifer Rosen and John Wheelhouse. All right, Drew, they're all yours.
All right, up next down in Phoenix, Anu Chandu. What? Your dad's taking a phone call. Of all the times. We'll swap. You get one person ahead of you. I can't believe you. All right, up next in Phoenix, I've practiced this one. Mateen Ebnisharshub. On deck, Anu Chandu. You've got a couple seconds.
Just want to say hi to all my friends and family, all my Creighton family in Omaha and Phoenix. I'm going into emergency medicine at Rhode Island Hospital, Brown University.
What? All right, you're on deck. Oh, wait. You're not going to be the last, though. You're not getting the money. If that's what you're trying to do. All right. Up next, Sarah Edamad.
I'm going into general surgery, and I'll be at Mount Sinai Medical Center in Miami, Florida.
Tell me. Oh. All right. All right. Up next, without further delay, Anu Chandu. On deck, Janelle Brink.
Hi, my name's Anu. I'm going into peds at Creighton, UNMC.
Okay, up next we have Janelle Brink. On deck, Matt Dorweiler. Get an update.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for all the support. I'm going into obstetrics and gynecology at Banner Good Sam.
All right, up next and our last one for this round down in Phoenix, Matt Dorweiler.
My name is Matt. I'm going into orthopedic surgery. I'll be going to Wright State in Dayton, Ohio.
All right, back to you, Steve.
Next, Jamil Nemi. On deck, Jennifer Rosen and John Weeblehouse.
This is my wife, Samaya. All right, I'll be doing family medicine at UNMC.
Up next, Jennifer Rosen and John Weeblehouse. On deck, Amber Bridges.
Thank you to our moms for being here. We couldn't do it without you guys.
We're doing anesthesia and pediatrics at the University of Kansas and Children's University Hospitals.
Up next is Amber Bridges. On deck, Angela Chan.
Hi, Mom, Dad, Erica, and Kelly, all watching. I love you all. I'm going into psychiatry at, thank God, Harbor UCLA Medical Center.
Up next, Angela Chan. On deck, Sarah Rollins.
I will be going into pediatrics at University of Illinois, Chicago.
Up next, Sarah Rollins. On deck, Samantha Roy.
Hi, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for coming all the way from Florida, and I want to say hi to my sisters who are watching. I'm going to general surgery, East Tennessee State University.
Up next, Samantha Roy. On deck, Nargis Sadat.
This is my better half, Eric. And I'm going into pediatrics at St. Louis University.
Up next, Nargis Sadat. On deck, Elizabeth Wooster.
I'm Nargis. This is my fiance, Nimmat, and I want to say hi to my dad watching from Afghanistan. So I'm going into psychiatry at Creighton.
Up next, Elizabeth Wooster. On deck, Tyler Laws.
I'm going into family medicine at Lincoln, Nebraska.
Up next, Tyler Laws. On deck, couples match, Amanda Wellnitz and Chad Wenzel.
Tyler, beautiful shirt. All right. Doing psychiatry at University of Wisconsin.
Up next, Amanda Wellnitz and Chad Wenzel. On deck, Brian Brinkman.
Hi, we want to thank our families for being here. We wouldn't be standing here without you, and I want to thank this kid because I wouldn't be standing here without him. So I'm going into pediatrics, and Chad is going into internal medicine at the Medical College of Wisconsin.
Up next, Brian Brinkman. On deck, William Brad Schenk.
So I matched anesthesia at the University of Missouri, Kansas City.
Up next, William Schenk. On deck, we have a couples match, Nathan Bourne and Mimi Longo.
He's really nervous. Did I see that, buddy? I matched into radiology at Mayo, Florida.
Up next, before we go to Phoenix, couples match, Nathan Bourne and Mimi Longo.
Hi, everybody. I'm going into pediatrics.
I'm going into Gen Surge.
Hi, Mom, Dad.
Hello, brother, sister, father, and all the Longos. I'm going into Gen Surge at UIC Metro Group Hospitals in Chicago.
And I'm going into pediatrics at University of Chicago.
Before we go to Phoenix, Kayla Weissner and Matthew Kosick. To you, Phoenix.
Okay, we'll continue here down in Phoenix. Up next is Suzanne Alcudia. And on deck, Natalie Herbs.
So I'm going into family medicine. At USC California Hospital Medical Center.
Up next is Natalie Herbs. On deck, Lindsay Emmerich.
Hi, I just want to thank all the faculty and my family members for their support, especially my mom who's here with me today and my brother Jack back in Omaha. And I am doing family medicine at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota.
Up next, we have Lindsay Emmerich. On deck, Scotty Brushwine.
Hi, this is my fiance Taylor. I am doing obstetrics and gynecology at Banner Good Sam in Phoenix.
Up next, we have Scott Brushwine. On deck, Brittany Boswell.
All right, I'm going into radiology at Providence Sacred Heart, Washington.
Up next in our final for this round down in Phoenix is Brittany Boswell.
Hi guys, thanks to my mom and dad for coming. This is Kevin, my wonderful fiance.
Hey
I'm
guys.
going into pediatrics and we're going home to Stanford University.
All right, back to you, Omaha.
Thanks, Drew. Up next, we have Kayla Weissner. On deck, Matthew Kosick.
So I want to say thank you to my family, friends, and God for getting me through the last 4 years. I am going into obstetrics and gynecology at University of Buffalo, New York.
Up next is Matthew Kosick. On deck, Lauren Bryn.
Sarah, Andrew, and I are going to Kansas City, University of Missouri for ophthalmology, and a prelim year at Creighton is going to be a Blue Jay.
Holy, okay. All right. Up next, Lauren Bryn. On deck, couples match, Kay Bremer, Nicholas Ingram.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, Caitlin Morgan, my friends from St. Kate's. All right. I have a prelim year at Creighton University next year, and then dermatology at University of Wisconsin-Madison. Go Badgers!
And then last one there. Okay, the last one. Yep. Good luck, girl.
Up next, we've got Kay Bremer and Nicholas Ingram. On deck, Laura Brannon.
I just say hi to all our family and friends watching. We love you. We're couples matching into internal medicine at.
No.
We'll see. It's taking a while.
Okay.
Oh my
no,
God.
you can't look either.
Oh my God.
Gosh, okay. There's one. There's the other. We're going to the University of Minnesota.
All right, wow. Laura Brannon's the last one. She gets the nice pot of money.
Really?
Yes, you do.
No way.
Yeah. There you go.
Am I really the last one? All right. I'm really nervous. Hi, Laura. I'm going to obstetrics and gynecology at Exempla St. Joe's. They better watch out!
And now back to Phoenix. We're done in Omaha.
All right, let's wrap this up. Next up, Eric Egeland. On deck, Aman Yohannes.
All right, I'm Eric Egeland, going to anesthesia. I hate everyone out watching at home, and I'm back in Omaha. Thanks to my parents for being here. Let's see here. I'm doing anesthesia at Northwestern with a transitional year in Iowa.
Up next is Aman Yohannes. On deck, Greg Dodaro.
All right. I want to say a big thank you to my parents who are here today. So I'm going into internal medicine in St. Louis, St. Mary's.
All right, up next is Greg Dodaro. On deck, Eric Ogle.
It's my envelope.
I'm Greg, this is Dana, and I am going into internal medicine at Banner Good Sam Medical Center, Arizona.
All right, up next is Eric Ogle. On deck, Susan Benawa.
So I'm going to anesthesiology at Loma Linda, California.
Up next is Susan Benawa. On deck, Cody King.
First of all, thanks to all my friends and family in Boston, Illinois, and then especially my dad in Afghanistan. I love you. I'm going into family medicine at UC Irvine, California.
All right, up next is Cody King. On deck, Kevin Quinn.
Hello, everybody. Family at home, hi, if you're watching. You better be. My name's Cody. I'm going into family medicine, and I matched at Swedish First Hill, Seattle.
All right, up next is Kevin Quinn. On deck, ready, buddy? Wyatt Ramey.
Just wanted to thank my wife, Alex, and my family. I'm going into internal medicine at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota.
Up next is Wyatt Ramey, and our last, and the winner of the money is Dan Hawker.
All right, my name is Wyatt Ramey. I'm going into neurosurgery. Thank you, Mom and Dad. And I'll be going to University of Arizona in Tucson.
Bring it up here. Up next with a big bowl full of money, Dan Hosker.
Thanks, you guys. That'll help. Just want to say hi to my new niece as of last night, Evelyn. Going into psychiatry at Mayo, Minnesota. Going home.
All right, that wraps it up for us down here in Phoenix, unless anyone did not get an envelope. All right, next year. Back to you in Omaha.
Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Dr. Garcia in Phoenix. Appreciate it. I won't say much more than there's a get-together to celebrate at the Upstream and the Old Market right after this. Everybody's welcome to join our students there, and I really want to congratulate our students and give yourselves a wonderful round of applause. Outstanding. Great job. Have fun, but be safe.